Hey fellow Trek Chatters, I'm Pit Trekkie and welcome to another episode of Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. Well, I actually have a small one for you today. It's actually a bit of a follow-up to the news about the upcoming animated Star Trek television series, Star Trek Lower Decks. Back on, I believe it was June 18th, Entertainment Weekly posted an article from the showrunner, Mike McMahon, and then there were two new photos from the show that were actually posted in the magazine. And I did my last episode not too long ago focusing on that. And I remember one of the things I said in the episode was, man, I wish I knew when the show was going to be premiering. We need some Star Trek going on during this time. Well, today is July 1st. We got some news from CBS. We found out that Star Trek Lower Decks is finally coming and it's going to premiere on CBS All Access on Thursday, August 6th. I can't believe we finally got some news, and it looks really exciting. The best part about it is that we actually got to get a first picture of the ship. So here's the actual poster that was actually released by CBS. So this is our first look at the California-class starship U.S.S. Cerritos. We'll get to that in just a minute. But CBS actually provided a summary of the show. It says, developed by Emmy Award winner Mike McMahon, Star Trek Lower Decks focuses on the support crew serving on one of Starfleet's least important ships, the U.S.S. Cerritos, in 2380. Ensigns Mariner, Boimler, Rutherford, and Tendi have to keep up with their duties and their social lives, often while the ship is being rocked by a multitude of sci-fi anomalies. So that tells me we're gonna get some episodes in space where they're gonna deal with different spatial things, which we've seen in Star Trek all through its 53 years of existence. You know, it'll be more than just the second contact that they've told us about. So it's going to be really cool to see what this show brings. Again, especially because it's only 30 minutes and it's a sitcom. But let's talk a little bit about this new ship. So online, I've been seeing a lot of people either really enjoying the ship or really kind of being on the fence about it or thinking it's just really ugly. And you're going to get that from anybody. But really, here's my thought on the look of the ship. It definitely looks like where it's supposed to be in 2380, and pieces of it look like that they were actually taken from the Galaxy-class starships. The saucer section, with the fact that it's very oval, kind of reminds me of a Galaxy-class starship. And then the way the windows are shaped, their edging around the saucer section looks a little different, and some of the markings underneath the saucer section are unique and different. But if you look down at the deflector dish, that looks like they just ripped that right off the Enterprise D and put it on this ship. So again, it fits the timeline of the year 2380, which is what, a year after Star Trek Nemesis was supposed to have happened. All right. The engines, I think, are pretty cool. I like the way that they're attached. The Bussard collectors seem much more 23rd century, like a lot on the original Enterprise. So that kind of gives it a different feel instead of, you know, the typical Bussard collectors that we saw on the Enterprise D or what we saw on Voyager or the Enterprise E. The weird part about it is the way the ship is connected. It's connected with the saucer section is connected to the bottom section with two metal pillars. And first thing it made me think of is, well, how in the heck are they going to get from the saucer section down to that lower section of the ship? You know, but my guess is that the turbo lifts will be able to go through those pylons or whatever. I mean, think about it. The original Enterprise and a lot of the other ships had the skinny neck in between, so obviously that's where there were decks there and there were turbo lift corridors through there. So I mean, it makes sense. And it also made me think of the Oberth class, the Grissom. I mean, you had the top of the ship, the engines here, and it kind of rounded into the engineering section. And I always wondered, how did they get from point A to point B down below? Well, there was probably some sort of turbo system built into the stalks where the engines were attached. So this isn't anything out of the norm for me. And I think it's a unique design. I think it's definitely interesting, I'll just say that. I mean, but my first reaction wasn't, oh my gosh, this is an ugly, horrible, disgusting ship. this is like, wow, this really fits into the timeline, and it's nice. It's refreshing to finally see another Federation ship. That's one of the few things I love about Discovery, is I love the ship. And I think that was missing with Star Trek Picard, not having a Federation starship in it. Yeah, we have the La Sirena, but it's not a Starfleet ship, you know. So now we have another series coming out. We got another Starfleet ship, and it looks like a Starfleet ship, and so I'm really excited about it. So this news is really exciting, and I want to know what all of you guys think. Now that we finally have a date set down and we got an idea of what the ship looks like, and we're starting to get more information about the crew, you know, what are your thoughts again about this show? What are your thoughts about the ship? That's what I really want to know. What do you think about this design of ship? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Or do you absolutely love it? Please put the comments down below. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the bell so you can get notifications of when new episodes of the show are coming. You can obviously stay on youtube.com, type in Pittsburgh's Trek Chat into the search, it'll take you directly to my channel. Also, you can follow the show on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. You can also follow the show on Twitter at PGH Trek Chat. I'm looking forward to the next episode, and until then, may yins live long and prosper.